Hi guys, it's Alan here, the digital mentor, and we are back with another video tutorial that's going to help you on Instagram today. And it is a new feature, yet again, another new feature from Instagram. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hi guys, Alan here from the Digital Navigator, and I am your digital mentor. And today I'm going to be talking to you all about the new feature that everyone has been waiting for. Well, a lot of marketers have been waiting for a long time, and it's going to help a lot of people who would rather use desktop as opposed to using their mobile to create content. So I know it's easier sometimes to do it on desktop. You have a bigger area to work with. So what are we talking about? Well, Instagram have just released a desktop version of where you can create your posts for Instagram, and it is a godsend to a lot of people, and it gives you a little bit more opportunity to be able to view what you're doing and not have to be creating your content on your desktop or wherever it may be and then moving it over onto your phone and then try to, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is look at where this feature is on Instagram, and also as well where how you can create that content as well. So without further ado, let's jump over to my screen and get stuck into this. Okay guys, so here we are in my desktop screen on Instagram. So if you go to instagram.com, you'll be able to view your own profile, and just all you have to do is, if it's your first time using desktop, is just log in as you would normally onto like with the mobile app. And so as you can see, we are here in my profile. So if I jump over and I view my profile, it shows you there all of the great content that we are delivering on Instagram. So what I wanted to do is show you exactly how you can create a post. So up on the top here, you'll see that they have their usual taskbars. So you have all of the ones on the top, but they've added the extra one, which is the plus sign in the box, which is the third one in. So if we click on the third one in here, it will automatically help us to create a new post on Instagram. Okay, so very plain and simple. Drag your photo or video here. You can, as you say, you can drag it and drop it from your desktop or wherever your files are, or you can select from computer as well. So if we click and we select from computer, and we are going to create, say maybe this one, the calls to action one. Okay, so once we have the image popped in, we can do a number of different things with it. We can set up that we can have we can add another photograph to it if we wanted to. We can add in this one here, so it gives us a second photograph, so you can do sort of a slideshow. And if you don't want it, all you have to do is just delete it, and you just discard it, and it goes back to the other ones. You can also use the function down the bottom to increase the size of it if you wanted to, but if you have your right size, you will be fine, which the usual right size for a Instagram post is 1080 by 1080 pixels wide and high. So just keep that as a little tip when you're creating your content as well. And there's a number of tools that you can use to create these posts as well. So and we will do that in future videos, okay? You also have the ability then to resize it here if you want. So you can resize it. You can have it as the original. You can have it as a 4x1 or 4x5 or 16 by 9. But I would always say stick with your original size. If you create it in the right size, you shouldn't have a problem with doing this. So now that we have the image in, we can now use the filters, and we can adjust whatever we want. So if we wanted to change this to say maybe a black and white, there we go, we can do that. Or all of the usual features that you can do anyway on the mobile app. So we're going to still leave it as the original because we like the colors. We can adjust the contrast on it. We can have it brighter, we can have it darker if we want. We can change the saturation on it. We can bring it up really high, or whatever takes our fancy, whatever way you want your images to look. And that is all you have to do. Okay, so we're just going to put them all back to 0. And once we have our image ready and it's fine and we're happy enough with it, we move on to the next section. Now, this is the great part about this. Okay, there's pros and cons about using the desktop version, which I will speak to you and I will explain to you in a moment. Okay, but if we're going to write some sort of caption, which I would hope you would, you will just, I'm going to just Control V because I have one already done. So what we can do now is we have our content, our comments that we're going to write into the actual post and the text that we're going to add in. We can also then, if we start, and this is the really nice piece about Instagram and doing it here on the desktop, you can do this also on mobile. It will throw you up suggestions of different hashtags as we want. So let's say we put in calls to action, it will automatically give us all of the calls to action. And you'll see underneath it has 150,880 posts. So what that's there is telling you is basically that is the amount of posts that this calls to action hashtag has been used on. So you can grab one of these, you can go back in and click in hashtags again. And let's maybe go, there's another nice one I've seen there as well, calls to action. And it just gives it a minute. Calls to action now. That would be a nice one as well. So I'm also picking other ones that are not as popular, but the reason I'm picking some of them is because what it does is it gives me an opportunity that I may get in front of a new audience as well. We can also put in a number of different hashtags, and people have asked me many a time as to how many hashtags we should be adding into our posts. Okay, well, look, it's entirely up to you, but what I would say is the more hashtags that you use and the more you niche down, whichever way you want to look at this, will give you an opportunity to get in front of that different audience. So usually people will say about 10 up to 30 in hashtags, but we're only going to use 3 just for the purposes of this particular tutorial. Okay, so I'm also going to always throw in, and I always do this, is I throw in the Compass Media hashtag as well. So you can see there's 74 posts and whatever in there. So as you can see, these are now got the hashtags. So literally, guys, from that stage, all I have to do is literally click and share. Now there is other options here. You can add a location in. So if we wanted to add in, say, Dublin, it will find us in Dublin, Ireland. The accessibilities, so you can put in all text over your text if you want to do that. It's sometimes it's a good idea if you want to have something that is sitting on top of on your top of your photos. You can choose to write it as well. Okay, your advanced settings there is you can turn off your comments. I don't know why you'd want to turn off your comments unless it's just you're putting something out that's of importance or that's something that you don't want people to comment on. Well and good, but I would always leave your turn off commenting. I would always leave it and have it that it's not ticked, because it means then that people can connect with you. The only con, I suppose, about doing your posts on Instagram through the desktop is you can't schedule them. Okay, but there is other tools out there. If you're Instagram account is connected to your Facebook account, you can go into the business manager and you can do it there, and you can schedule your content out on your Instagram, which we'll do in another video over the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks as well. But in the meantime, we're going to stick with this. So this is just a quick way of you being able to use Instagram on desktop to literally post your content onto the platform. Okay, so when we're ready, all we have to do is click, and we click share, and it will automatically let us know that it is loading up. And there you go. Your post has now been shared. Your post has now been shared. Okay, so if I click away from this, and then if I click on refresh my screen, you should you'll see it. There it is. So there is the post. So it's already gone out, and it's now out on Instagram. So it's a really, really handy tool to have, and it's a really, really great way to be able to do it on desktop if you want to do it. There's not saying that you can't still do it on your phone or your mobile or whatever, but it's just some people would prefer to do it. So I think it's an added bonus here on Instagram. Okay. So guys, I do hope this information was of value to you, and you learned something. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. You can email me at alan@compassmedia.ie, and we will talk to you soon. And remember, if you have any comments or suggestions, or for posts or for tutorials that you would like us to create, please drop them into the comments below in this post. All right, and we will try our best to source the information and deliver it to you. And that's the whole idea behind the Digital Navigator, that we help you to, I suppose, navigate the digital landscape. Okay, so guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. As always, be social. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.